Okay, so this is part 2 of our yoga sequence for people who need to do back or spine strengthening exercises and people who also hate yoga or dislike it. So for the first part, we did the standing series, all postures on our feet. And now for the rest of it, we'll be on our floor. So first half on our belly and the second half on our backs. And so the idea again is that we're only going to do 1 or 2, maybe 3 breaths in each posture just to get the idea. I don't think that you'll be watching this video every time you want to do these exercises, and that's not really the intention. The intention is to really understand the sequence of postures and pick what works for you, either all of it or some of it, and you do things at your own pace, and you do some postures for more breaths and some for less, however your body feels. Just all of these things being gentle. So we're going to start off right now in a knees together child's pose. So you can bring your toes curled, doesn't matter, or probably better in the beginning just to put your feet flat, knees together. I'm going to walk the body forward. I'm going to round the spine into a gentle child's pose. So just letting gravity do the work here, just letting your bottom just sink in towards the back of your legs, and just taking breaths, and you can kind of like on an exhale maybe kind of deepen, maybe kind of push your bottom towards your feet a little bit more, but in general it's just a passive posture. And now we'll move into some cat-cows. So in cat-cows, you're going to go on your fours. So you're going to place your knees underneath your hips, about hip width apart. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and your hands underneath your shoulders. Nice square table. And we're going to take a breath in and sink your kind of belly down, reaching up with your chest. That's your cow. And exhale into our cat. Take a breath in, cow. Exhale, cat. So it's a gentle moving of the spine all the way curled and all the way kind of bending the other way against a concave or convex curve, just to gently move your spine with control, how your body feels. So you can do a few reps of that, and you can take a break and you can come back into it. Some people get dizzy when their head is tipped down below, so if you feel dizzy, just come back up to the seated position, or you can go back into a child's pose. And then just do a few more cat-cows, and that could be it. Or we're going to go into a spine strengthening now. We're going to lower our bodies all the way down to the mat, and coming into a baby cobra. So in baby cobra, place your arms by your side, hands underneath, legs extended straight, feet flat with your top of your toes touching the mat or the floor. And we're going to take a breath in and exhale, lifting up. You can leave your hands here for support and to help control your body. Take a breath in, relax, exhale, lifting up. And if this is easy for you, there's some variations we can do, like you can go into Sphinx, which is a bit more active, placing your elbows underneath your shoulders. So Sphinx, like the big construct in Egypt or in Giza, so lifting up. And if you're really feeling it, you can go into seal, placing your arms here. And this is much more of an intense back bend. Rounding the spine back down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra. You can bring your arms by your side, putting your left ear on the mat. Coming back to center, and we're going to go into Superman pose. So we're going to bring our arms by our side, palms facing down, lift up your shoulders nice and high. Now we're going to be balancing on our hips, lifting up the legs, lifting up the arms. Relaxing on an inhale, and exhale, deepen. Now coming down for a landing, lowering your body vertebra by vertebra, and again, bringing your other ear down to the mat. Head back to center. Coming back up into a child's pose, and this time we'll do a wide-legged child's pose. So bring your knees about mat width apart, walking the upper body down. You can rest your forehead on the mat. Passive forward bend, or forward fold. Walking the upper body back up. And now we're going to move into some back postures. So lying on your back, this is Savasana, which is how we usually start off classes. Bring your feet mat width apart, your heels, let your toes fall to the side. Making sure your spine is nice and tall. You can tuck your shoulders, blades in behind your shoulders. Opening up the chest, take a few breaths here. And now we're going to move into a yoga bridge. So bringing your feet, your knees, bending your knees, placing your heels underneath your knees. Lift up your bottom, interlocking your hands underneath your bottom. Take a breath in. Exhale, kicking up, lifting your stomach. Try to touch the ceiling with your stomach. Relaxing on an inhale. Exhale, deepen. And release. Rounding your spine down. So that was probably a bit active. You can skip that if you want, or even do a second set. So we'll do a second set. Another cue is that you can kind of tickle the back of your feet with your middle finger. It's probably the right distance. Lifting up the hips, interlocking your hands. And when you're ready, take a breath and lift up. And if you want to deepen this, you can try lifting up your heels. extending the legs. Back into Savasana. And now we're going to move into a reclining spinal twist. So extend the left leg out straight. I'll show the other way actually. Bring your left knee up, right leg extended. Place your right hand on the outside of the left knee. Turn or push, use your right arm to push that knee down towards your body. And extending out, looking over the middle finger of your left hand. Slowly come back to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lifting up the knee, other knee. Kind of want to stack your hips. And then looking over the middle finger of your right hand. And back up to center. Take a couple of breaths here. And Savasana. And that's it. That was our final pose. We'll do some belly breaths here to close off. Place your right hand on top of your heart, left hand on top of your belly. Take a breath in, feel your belly rise for a count of 5. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. So that's it. That's the second part of our spine sequence of postures for people who hate doing yoga. I hope you didn't hate doing that too much and maybe even enjoyed it. So we kind of work the spine in all these different ways, bending it with control, with stability. So it's a good way to exercise your spine, strengthen your spine, and kind of reverse the effects of being hunched over at a desk with a bad back. So thank you.